Holy infant, so tender and mild.
Megan has been singing from a very, very young age. She's probably the most trained person in our family.
Mom always had a nativity set in our dining room in a huge bay window in our old house, and baby Jesus never got put in till Christmas morning.
Hi, I'm Byron Tyler, and we are live on the road with Mid-South Viewpoint in Branson, Missouri, one of my favorite places to be. Lynn Berry with the Branson Chamber stopped by too. Lynn, it's so good to see you.
Always good to see you, Byron. We're so happy that you're here.
You know, the clock for family fun, entertainment things to do doesn't stop at the summer end here in Branson. There's always something happening, and we move into this season called Christmas, and it is beautiful.
It is the most wonderful time of the year in Branson, and we've got a lot of things coming up all throughout the months of November and December.
And that's why we're here to talk about that. We've got some great folks that have some shows who we're going to share with us on our program in this next half hour. So no one wants to go anywhere. If you haven't been to Branson in a while and you're just kind of wondering, what should I go back to Branson for? I kind of did that thing before. Hey, listen. You need to come back and experience some of the new shows here. We're going to talk to some of those new shows right now. Matter of fact, the Voices of Glory for our friends, matter of fact, who might have seen the show or watched the show, America's Got Talent. This dear family has been on that show. Matter of fact, I believe they came in like around the top 5 finalists.
Yes.
Back in, that was 2009. Michael, we got Nadia, we got Avery. It's always good to see you.
It's a pleasure to see you, Byron.
Thank you so much for stopping. Hey, I know it's early. Is it okay to say Merry Christmas?
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Yeah, it's Christmas here in Branson.
I love Christmas.
We love Christmas, don't we, Nadia?
Yeah, I'm excited. Like, when we moved to Branson, I was excited to hear that Christmas started actually in November. So I was super excited for that.
You can stretch it out. We used to live on an island, and of course, the temperatures were always warm. Mm-hmm. And at Christmas time, we will put the Christmas tree up, of course. Mm-hmm. But sometime that tree might linger, into January, February, because we love to celebrate, Mm-hmm. And but there's really a specific thing we celebrate, and that is the greatest gift of all, Michael,
Yes.
the gift of Jesus Christ.
Yes.
In a world that's hurting and full of pain right now, what a wonderful message to know there is good news in Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Yes, there definitely is good news in Jesus. Not only are we Christians and we're a Christian family, but we're blessed to be able to share that message with the people around us. That being able to say that Jesus Christ was born during this time, and we celebrate an extra month just so we can recognize that.
Yeah. Now, I know, Avery, your family, with you and your sister Nadia and Michael, got into this thing through, it was kind of a tough time for your family. Your mom was hit by a drunk driver, and it really changed your family's life for a while.
Yeah, definitely. Our mom was actually hit head-on collision by a drunk driver. She was in a coma for about 8 months, and our dad would have us sing gospel hymns by her bedside, stuff that she would recognize just to see if she would respond. And our mom started coming out of the coma after us singing by her bedside, and it started with little things. It would be a little tear, it would be a squeeze of a hand, and then that's how we really knew that, God was in control of no matter what you're going through and no matter what situation. So.
Yeah, and Nadia, of course, I heard that you just had a birthday.
Yes, I did.
Now, when you were on the show America's Got Talent, back in 2009, I believe you were about 9 or 8 years old?
I was 9 turning 10.
Turning 10. But you've hit the big 16,
yes,
Sweet 16.
I'm excited. I'm really excited to see what happens. A lot of people are like, did you get your license yet? And I'm like, nope, not yet. So the people are safe for right now. So.
I remember I've been to your show. Mm-hmm. The energy, what you guys do on stage is amazing.
Thank you so much.
I was just telling somebody about you guys in Memphis just recently, and I said, you got to go see Voices of Glory when you go to Branson because you guys do all genres of music. I mean, you do, R&B, you do blues, you do gospel, you do soul. I mean, the Billie Holiday number. I mean, you really take us down to some great music. Of course, the gospel music too.
Yeah, gospel's where our roots are. But then over the course of the years that we've been around, we've been blessed to be introduced to a lot of great styles of music. And when we came to Branson, we saw all the great shows here. But we wanted to see, when we decided to put our show together, what could we bring to Branson that would be a little bit different? What could we bring to Branson that that could show our influence of how we grew up. So we decided to bring in some jazz, bring in some blues, bring in some soul, everything from the Motown to like you said, Billie Holiday, but of course not straying for where our roots are, and that is in gospel music.
Yeah.
In Branson, you don't usually see a lot of shows that have African Americans on stage,
Yes.
which I think is awesome.
True.
And so talk to that just for a second, if you would, and maybe encourage some folks who have maybe thinks from Memphis that thinks Branson's not really a place to really have a good family enjoyment, you know. Speak for a second to that.
Yeah, actually, a lot of people, like you said, a lot of people don't know that we actually started our show at the Hughes Brothers Theater about 3 years ago, and we sing everything from pop, jazz, soul, and gospel. And a lot of people don't think, you know, kids our age, you know, singing, you know, the old Motown hits or the old jazz, Frank Sinatra, Billie Holiday. But we actually. A lot of people don't know this, but we actually grew up in a jazz club when our mom was in the car accident, and that's how we got introduced to so many artists. And I just invite everyone from Memphis, Oklahoma, to come and check our show out. It's something that you haven't seen in Branson yet, and I just invite you guys. So.
But
Okay, now
also to touch base on what you were saying earlier, we're very blessed to be in this area, and the thing is that whether you're African American, Latino, white, doesn't matter what you are, you can have a great time here in Branson because there's something here for everybody.
There really is something, Avery.
And one thing about us is we're from New York.
Yeah.
This was like the last place that we would have thought to come, you know.
Yeah.
But it's such a great family, fun place, you know, and you could come here and just have great, clean entertainment
It's
and
all
great
about-
fun. You don't have to worry about going to a show and seeing something that you have to hide your kids' eyes. You can have a great time, and you can watch something fun and have as much fun as you want, you know.
Truly, Branson's about faith and country. So
Faith and
that's-
country. I like that, Nadia. Hey, by the way, your show, of course, at the Hughes Theater, as we just mentioned. The Christmas show you started, select dates through now, right now,
Yeah.
December 18th.
Started yesterday.
Christmas shows.
Most
Woo!
Mondays at 2 o'clock. Most Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays at 10 o'clock, which
Yes,
is
sir.
really, some folks say 10 o'clock in the morning for a show. Hey, it's a great way to start your
Yeah.
day.
Yeah,
Of course,
it is.
of
Yeah.
course.
It is.
Yeah, we start our day right and have a great time from the second we hit the stage, and then we have the rest of the day to maybe check out some of the other shows. Maybe go out to Silver Dollar City.
Oh, yes.
Well, as we look at Christmas, and you guys are going to sing something for us special
Yes.
right now, and let's hear the voices of glory, okay?
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin, mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace.
Wow, the voices of glory here in Branson. Thank you so much. Avery, Nadia, Michael, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Thanks for being on Mid-South Viewpoint today, live from Branson.
It is our
Thank
pleasure.
you.
All right. Well, we're continuing the excitement this afternoon. As I mentioned, we're going to this is live radio, so we've got folks coming in and out. Miss Lynn Berry, I know you get to hear a lot of shows, and you've heard Voices of Glory at the Hughes Theater.
Absolutely. Oh, Byron, aren't they remarkable? That is such a sweet family as well.
They are. And I'll tell you what, there's another show, Miss Lynn, that has been in Branson for, over how many years now?
56?
Is it 56 years? And we're talking about the Bald Knobbers, and we've got a kind of a brand new bald knobber, although we've got Brandon Mabe, and we've got his new wife Megan, who just came off their honeymoon, just in time to be on our live show today.
That's right, on Sunday, yeah.
Hey,
we're
first of
back.
all, congratulations. How's it feel to be married so soon?
It feels good. It feels good. We actually got married on Labor Day, but because of show business, we really had to wait a little bit to take a honeymoon, but it was great.
I think you guys missed that old hurricane out there in the Gulf, but you had a great time in
We
Cancun.
did. Yeah, we're on the other side of the country there, so we're all right, but we had a great time. Absolutely.
Brandon, I'll tell you what, your family is a legend here in Branson. Not only in Branson, but you guys actually have artifacts in the Smithsonian,
Yes.
which is pretty wonderful, Miss Lynn.
Isn't that remarkable? The history that family has given to our area is just so stupendous.
I mean, you guys are one of the longest running shows in America. I'm
Yeah.
talking even compared to Broadway shows.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any show that's run as long as you guys, Brandon.
I don't know, but it'd be tough to beat, wouldn't it? 56 years. I'm very proud of what my grandfather and his brother started back in 1959 here in Branson. So.
Okay, now you guys have just kicked off your Christmas show. Is that right, Megan?
Yeah, we just started last night. It was our first Christmas show, and it went great. We had a great crowd, so it was great.
Well, as you look at bringing your family together, starting a life together, I know that you come from a rich history. And Megan, I don't know your family, but I'm sure you have probably similar, background. As you look at joining your lives together and creating new traditions, have you guys talked about that?
You know what? We have 4 kids already. My oldest is 9. I have a daughter that just turned 8, and I have twin boys that are 6, and literally a month and a half they're going to be 7. So we've talked about it. Of course, we want to have some children of our own as well, but music is very important to us and entertainment as well. Like I said, I grew up into it. Megan has been singing from a very, very young age. She's probably the most trained person in our family. She's excellent. You'll hear in just a little bit, but she does a great job. Very, very great addition to not only the Bald Knobbers, but the Mabe family.
And anything special that you guys are going to do? I mean, of course, each year we know we've got some of the traditional Christmas songs. And I mean, how do you try to be creative knowing that you're doing something that all the Christmas is so special, we know.
Yeah.
But, to put maybe a little extra pizzazz or something into it that makes it special for those who come to Branson.
Yeah, absolutely. We definitely try to find unique versions of every song. We try to incorporate great set changes and lighting changes and really make it unique and something different and put our Bald Knobber twist on everything.
All right. Which is full of fun, too.
It is, absolutely.
Yeah. I think you guys have agreed to sing a song for us, a duet.
We did.
Yeah.
Kind of threw something together, I guess.
You didn't bring a guitar or a fiddle or anything. You didn't bring a washboard with you either.
When you're on vacation on your honeymoon,
Yeah.
you don't think much about that stuff. But no, we do. Actually, it's a song we don't sing right now, but we're going to do Baby It's Cold Outside, a very condensed version of it
let's
for
do
you.
it.
All right,
Are you
kick her
ready?
off.
All right. I really can't stay.
Baby, it's cold outside.
I have to go away.
Oh, but darling, it's cold outside.
This evening has been
hoping that you drop
so
in.
very nice.
I'll hold your hands there just like
My
ice.
mother will start to worry.
Beautiful, what's your hurry?
My father will be pacing the floor.
Listen to that fireplace roar.
So really, I better hurry.
Beautiful, what's your hurry?
Well, maybe just a half a drink more.
Put some records on while I pour.
I really can't stay.
Baby, don't hold out.
Baby, it's cold outside. Baby, it's cold outside.
All right. Oh, thank you so much, Brandon and Megan Mabe from the Bald Knobbers. Newlyweds?
Newlyweds.
Right. That's probably the first solo you've sung live on a radio before since you've been married.
Well,
It
is.
absolutely has. That was, yes.
Nice. Well, we're glad you could be part of Bot Radio Network in Memphis, Tennessee, Oklahoma, as we broadcast today live on our program.
Oh, yeah, our
Congratulations to you, too. And, of course, you want to make sure you go to the website, which is baldknobbers.com.
That's right.
And go ahead and you can pre-order your tickets as you travel to Branson.
You sure can. Order tickets right there online.
That's right. Okay. Hey, thank you so much. Merry Christmas.
Merry
Thank
Christmas.
you.
Thank you very much.
Miss Lynn, we've had some wonderful opportunity to meet some great folks here in Branson. And really, this is a family place.
It is. And truly, Byron, for us, these are our neighbors. These are our loved ones that we see each and every day. And we're all very close to each other and depend on each other. These are people that are internationally known stars, yet you will run into them out eating dinner and run into them at Walmart.
You never know who you're going to run into.
Run into what?
Run into something. Yeah, we got Mr. Buck
into
Trent
me?
who's walking in right now. And
Whoa, is this it? Is this it?
hey, Buck Trent.
Hey, thanks for inviting me, pal.
Buddy, we appreciate you coming by. And first of all, Buck Trent is a world phenomena.
Oh, wow. He's a very intelligent fella
two-time
right there,
Country
ain't he?
Music Association Instrumentalist of the Year,
Oh,
Buck
yeah.
Trent and his all-star cast. Listen, I'm going to tell you what. Are you still doing your early morning show?
10 o'clock at the
I
ball
need to get you real close to that microphone, Mr.
10
Buck.
o'clock at the ball numbers, yeah.
Yeah,
And
10
in fact, we started one of the first morning shows.
And again, as I
91,
mentioned before, Buck, about
Yeah.
early morning shows, I thought when I came to your show, I said 10 o'clock in the morning or 9 o'clock. I don't remember what time it was. I thought, that's so early. But let me tell you what a great way to start your day.
The people that come to Branson get up.
Yeah, I got to get
They
you on
get
that
up,
mic.
you know. The people, they get up at daylight. I mean, they don't have much to do. And what about 8 o'clock breakfast, 9 o'clock show is what we started out as. And we had the breakfast show for a long, long, long time.
You know, of course, I grew up watching you on Hee Haw.
So you was a little boy,
I was just a
pal.
little bitty boy.
Yeah, that's right. I went to Nashville in '59 and went on to Grand Ole Opry jumping Bill Carlisle, who was a great entertainer. And then I went with Porter Wagner from 62 to 74. Pretty Miss Norma Jean was there, and I did her hit records. And then Jeannie Seeley, and then Dolly Parton come along, and the show got bigger.
And you guys traveled. Matter of fact, I remember the story you told when you were in the bus and Dolly wrote the song "Coat of Many Colors."
Oh yeah, we always had an instrument, on the bus and stuff like that. And
now, weren't you also part of the "I Will Always Love You" and Jolene with Dolly also?
Yeah, I played guitar. I played on the sessions. I had a gut string banjo too that I played with Dolly quite a bit, so enjoyed. Porter Wagner's one of the finest men I've ever known. He's from West Plains, Missouri over here, and I learned a lot of good things from Porter. He was about 10 years older than me. And then from 62 to 74, then I went with Roy Clark and the Hee Haw Show. I'm a picking and I'm a grinning. And so the Hee Haw Show is 10 o'clock. Now they rerun on RFD. They run the Porter Wagner Show and the Hee Haw Show.
That's right.
And we just, So, in fact, I just did a show down in Alma, Arkansas with Roy Clark a few weeks ago.
Well, Buck, you've got one of the finest shows here in Branson. The musicians that you have on stage with you are, top notch.
I'm just part of it. I'm just a part of it. I'm just in and out, and they're.
I love the personal touch you put when you come to your show. I mean, you actually sometimes will be there greeting people as they come in the door.
I get dressed. I shake hands with everybody. I've shook hands with everybody for 25 years that's come to our show. And I shake hands with people I shook hands with 50 years ago.
Absolutely.
So it's just, that's the way Branson is. You shake hands with people, and it's like I say, you might see Roy Clark do a song on the Grand Ole Opry, but come to Branson, you'll see him do his whole show. Right?
Well, Mr. Buck, you brought your banjo with you, and you got something special you want to play for us?
Not really.
Not really?
Well, yeah.
All right. I love it. Thank you, Buck.
Oh, well, thank you
so
and
much.
thank you so much for inviting me on the show.
Well, we want to remind folks that you can go and get your tickets before you come to see Buck's show, again, at the Baldnobber's Theater. And you can go to bucktrent.com. Bucktrent.com is the website, and you can go and see videos and learn more about the show.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We visit, and you don't get no better in Branson.
Where's your banjo ring? You got it on?
You live life at regular speed.
This
here in
banjo
Branson.
ring right here,
Oh, yeah.
Dolly Parton gave you that ring.
Porter Wagner gave me the diamond. Dolly Parton had the ring made.
Yeah. That is beautiful.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Merry Christmas to you. Any special tradition for your family at Christmas time?
Merry Christmas to everybody. My son Charles, my daughter Melissa live in Nashville, and they do a little picking, and we get to go there
All right.
a few times a year. And
Nice.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, Buck.
Merry Christmas. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for stopping by. All right.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, it's that time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've got another special guest, Miss Lynn. I think they're getting ready to come in. We've got 3 ladies. They've been singing for a long time.
My goodness.
You knew that.
I'll tell you.
Did you know that, Buck?
Why, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fine folks, yeah.
Miss Lynn, also give us some information if folks want to learn about maybe planning group times to come here, family reunions, gatherings at Christmas time.
It's the best time to come with your entire family because nothing makes memories like a trip to Branson. And for us, you can always capture everything, every essence about Branson at explorebranson.com.
Yep, that's the website, explorebranson.com. Make
That's
sure
right.
you check it out and learn all kinds of fun stuff for you. All throughout the year, everything that's happening in Branson, you can get on that website, explorebranson.com. Well, we're waiting for our next guest to come in, and the door is opened up. They're going to move in right now. And they are singing. Matter of fact, here in Branson, they have been for a long time, singing at the Moon River Theater. It's Janet, Kathy, and Mimi, and we're talking to the Lennon sisters. Ladies, as they're gathered, we're live radio now. They're grabbing on their microphones and
Hello.
get you situated. How
Good
are y'all
to see
doing?
you
Mimi,
again.
come on up a little closer to the mic there.
There we go.
It's so good to have
It
y'all
must
here.
be Christmas time, right?
It must be. It must be. I was reading about the Lennon family. Of course, there are 6 sisters, 5 brothers. There was 11, and I guess with mom and dad, and I guess grandma lived in the home with you for a little while.
That's right.
And you had a
not for a little while, from the time-
2-bedroom house. It was.
2-bedroom, 1-bath
How did you
home.
guys keep your sanity?
It's so funny. Mom and Dad slept on a couch that opened up into a bed in the living room, and we had bunk beds and a fold-out bed that we literally, when we went to bed, we just walked on beds to get to our bed.
Yeah. Well, at Christmas time, where did the Christmas tree go?
Oh, that went in the living room. We made it happen.
There was always room.
There was always room for that.
I guess mom and dad couldn't pull their bed out at Christmas time.
No,
maybe.
that's right. No, they just closed it up.
Yeah,
they
let's close
closed
them
it
up. Yeah.
And our grandma always lived with it.
Well, let's talk about Branson and Christmas and the Lennon Sister Christmas show.
Yeah, we're very excited.
Go ahead, Kat.
And we're very excited about it. This is our 22nd Christmas season for the Lennon sisters to be in
22nd?
Branson.
Really?
Yeah. And so that's exciting for us. And then it's our 3rd year with the Osmond brothers at the
Yeah.
Moon River Theater. So tell them all the different things that are happening.
Well, one of Andy's last wishes was that the Osmond brothers and the Lennon sisters carry on his traditional Christmas show, and this year it's more spectacular than ever. It's just amazing. We have the Osmonds, the Lennons. Rick Thomas is in the show doing his amazing magic tricks. It's beautiful to look at. Lots of costumes and dancers and singers. 3 of my granddaughters are performing with us, actually performing throughout the show. And last night we had an opening night that was just amazing.
Yeah, and we have Posh and Ilona are back, so they do that
Oh,
incredible
Posh and Ilona,
change
right.
of clothes.
Oh,
and it's like,
my.
oh my gosh. So it's a lot of illusions.
And the granddaughters do a number with us, Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy.
Do they?
And we're on one mic, the 3 of us, and they're on another mic, and they mimic us, and they get out and do their own tap, and they're wonderful.
I have a granddaughter now, so I can appreciate what you're saying.
so
And she's
special.
2.5 years old, and so we're enjoying these times of year. And I knew that the granddaughters were on stage with you. What's it like? Can you believe it? You've got granddaughters singing with you?
Well, they've been working with us since they were just little, and now they're taller than we are.
Just
Yeah.
about. They're good.
Yeah.
But what's so wonderful to see is we've always done this. After every show, we go out and sign and take pictures and visit with the people and listen to their stories. Well, now the little kids who have been doing it since they're 3 or 4, the granddaughters, they come out, they take pictures for the public, and they're so sweet to them, and they're so good to them, and people just love you, get that family feel, and it's something that we're very honored with our loyal fans because we just have such great crowds, and that means a lot to us.
Thinking back to those early days with the Lennon sister family, I mean, just the whole Lennon family, really, was there special traditions at Christmas time that mom did or dad did that y'all been able to maybe carry through the years?
Oh, yes.
Just that we've always gotten together on Christmas Eve, or we did at Mom's house forever and ever. And so every Christmas we're all together as much as we can. Now we're separated a little, some out in California and some here
But
in Branson.
I will say one of the things that was funny is when we got stockings years ago, Santa always left like an orange and a couple of walnuts, and we'd always have a color book and crayons. And today it's like so much more for a stocking. I just think Santa's a lot richer today.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is Mom always had a nativity set in our dining room in a huge bay window in our old house. And baby Jesus never got put in till Christmas morning.
Christmas morning.
And
Wow.
he was
always, Mom, please put baby Jesus in. Nope, he's not born yet.
Something special about that. As a child, I remember our parents doing that nativity set too. And, that really sticks in the heart of a child, knowing that really is the meaning we celebrate is, Jesus come to earth. Isn't that wonderful?
Absolutely, yeah. And then you want to know the kings and
Yes.
everything about it. All
Right.
the stories are so lovely.
Well, ladies, I would be honored if y'all would sing something for us before we say goodbye. Could you do that?
Sure, we'll just do one little chorus of...
Okay, so is that about it?
That's about it. Okay.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white.
Oh, thank you
for Lynn.
so much. I love it.
Thank you.
Friends, don't forget now at the Andy Williams Christmas Spectacular, it continues. The legacy continues with the Lennon Sisters, with the Osmonds here going on through December. You can go to the website is andywilliamstheater.com and learn more about tickets.
8 o'clock every night except Sunday.
Give me 20 seconds on the dolls that y'all are creating now. Can you give me something really short?
So lovely.
Well,
Is there a
just
website?
there is a website. Well, it's now on LondonSisters.com where they can buy our dolls, and they're just beautiful rag dolls that are replicas of what our mom and our grandma gave us one Christmas when I was 3 years old and Kathy was 6 years old.
And they're at the theater, so when they come to the show, they can see all our CDs and DVDs, but they also have our rag dolls there for Christmas. It's perfect.
Ladies, Merry Christmas. Thanks for stopping
Same
by.
to you.
Thank you so much. Good to see you again. We'll
Good to
see you
see you.
next Christmas.
Hope so. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, friends, you have been here with us here in Branson, live with Miss Lynn Berry and a whole host of folks that are just part of the great shows and fun you'll have when you bring your family here to Branson. And Miss Lynn, we're going to be back on Thursday for another show live from Branson.
Looking much forward to having more of our Branson stars.
That's right. Hey, listen, we got some more surprises for our listeners. So Thursday, 3 o'clock, join us. Learn more by going to explorebranson.com, explorebranson.com. Hey, thanks, Miss Lynn.
Merry Christmas, Byron.
Merry Christmas, Lynn. Merry Christmas to all our Oklahoma and Memphis listeners. I'm Byron Tyler. That's all the time we have on Mid-South Viewpoint, live from Branson.